is Canada about to become America's 51st state? And will Justin Trudeau, instead of being prime minister, will he be the governor of that 51st state? Yes, Justin Trudeau flew to Mar-a-Lago and was totally emasculated by President-elect Donald Trump in a big meeting about what all of these tariffs would mean for the United States and Canadian relationship. And my old friend Peter Ducey managed to get inside information from people sitting at the table as to what was exactly said from Trump to Trudeau. Watch.
And tonight we're getting some new details about that Trump-Trudeau dinner from two people who were at the table. We are told that when Trudeau told President-elect Trump that new tariffs would kill the Canadian economy, Trump joked to him that if Canada can't survive without ripping off the U.S. to the tune of $100 billion a year, then maybe Canada should become the 51st state and Trudeau could become its governor. Brett.
Of more on that detail with the panel. Peter, thank you.
So the 51st state of the United States. This is an unbelievable story. And we wanted to bring in David Clayton from Ottawa, Canada, who writes over at the Post Millennial and has a great YouTube channel as well. David, I mean, what was your initial response when you saw this story and Trump's sort of badgering of Justin Trudeau?
No surprise at all. In fact, you might find a lot of Canadians think it's not a bad idea. But I don't think it has to go that far. But I'm not surprised. Donald Trump was playing with Justin Trudeau here. And the fact that Justin Trudeau would run down the Mar-a-Lago, I just find this so fascinating because there was so much controversy, of course, with the Morning Joe hosts running to Mar-a-Lago and begging that Donald Trump understand them. No different with Justin Trudeau. He has been backstabbing Donald Trump for 4 years. He's been saying horrible things about Donald Trump. He's been calling him one of these right-wing populists that Justin Trudeau is so worried about. So now, of course, he realizes the end is near, and he's running down to kiss the ring of Donald Trump, to get on his knees and to say that, please don't send the tariffs, or don't slap the tariffs on us. We'll do anything you want. And of course, Justin Trudeau is playing a game on his own end as well. He's really has no intention of doing what needs to be done in Canada to turn this country around. He's talking about strengthening the border, but it's quite interesting, Clayton. His public safety minister, Dominic LeBlanc, when discussing this trip down to Mar-a-Lago, LeBlanc went with Trudeau as the public safety minister, as the so-called, the border czar of Canada, if you will. We really don't have one, but he's the guy who's supposed to be concerned about the border. Dominic LeBlanc told CBC News, the border's secure. We're just reassuring Donald Trump. And that really wasn't well reported. I discovered that Monday morning when I was doing my own broadcast and saying, hey, these guys aren't taking this seriously. They think they're reassuring Donald Trump. They don't really think there's a problem. Yeah, a few more RCMP officers, a few more Canadian border security people here and there, that'll fix it. And the fentanyl problem, well, it's not really that bad. I don't think they're taking this seriously. And I think Donald Trump is playing with Justin Trudeau. He knows the next Prime Minister of Canada is going to be Pierre Poilievre. And Pierre Poilievre is taking this seriously. He's developed a 4-part plan, and he's calling it Canada First.
Wow.
And that's the signal to Donald Trump that Canada's no longer going to be globalist. We're no longer going to be in the pocket of the WEF. And so many people have said, maybe Donald Trump shouldn't sit too closely to Justin Trudeau because Justin Trudeau is an agent of the globalist WEF. And I think Alex Jones was joking about, check your drink.
Right. Well, I mean, how long is he going to be there? I mean, he's not going to be, it probably won't be there for very long anyway. And I think that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, Pierre Poilievre will likely be the next prime minister, so he'll be able to develop that relationship. But it's amazing to me that he flies down there and he says, that what Trudeau says told him, according to Peter Ducey's reporting, that the new tariffs would kill the Canadian economy. And, 100% tariffs if they don't get in line, of course. And then Trump said specifically, Wait a minute, you mean to tell me that Canada can't survive without ripping off the United States to the tune of $100 billion a year? Like, Trump is not joking around about that. He's not going to allow that to happen. What solution can Trudeau put forward right now to make sure that this doesn't happen to Canadians? Is there anything he could do right now today, get his head out of his ass and actually turn this country around in Canada?
Well, right now there's complete chaos in the House of Commons. He's not moving any government business. In fact, we're facing a fiscal cliff in Canada, much like you see in Congress every year or so. But as I said, Poilievre is really the one who's taking the lead on this. And he's saying, yes, 25% tariffs are going to kill Canada, especially since we're quadrupling the carbon tax in the new year to 61 cents on the liter. Especially since Trudeau is talking about, well, no, he's already mandated caps for the oil and gas industry. And Poilievre saying this is crazy. We can't increase taxes and reduce energy production if we have to think about 25% tariffs. We need to convince Donald Trump that Canada is serious about its national defense. It has to get spending national defense that's Canada-based, North America-based. It has to get serious about reducing taxes, especially a carbon tax, which is completely useless. And it has to get serious about the border. No more fentanyl getting through. No more human smuggling, the direct drug trafficking. This has to be made crystal clear, not reassuring the government that it's already secure. Don't worry, we're already doing the job. Poilievre is the only one stepping forth and saying we need a Canada First plan that convinces Donald Trump we are serious. Justin Trudeau is not serious with anything right now except trying to keep his job, which he's done miraculously up to this point because the knives are out for him within his own party. The Liberals are standing in the latest poll I saw 17%, 30 points behind now the Conservative Party of Canada.
Wow.
Tied with the Socialist NDP for second or third place, no matter how you want to draw that. But Justin Trudeau's options are extremely limited because he lacks legitimacy at this point. And even former Liberal cabinet ministers are saying to deal effectively with Donald Trump, to deal effectively with the United States, to avoid these kind of onerous tariffs, we need a prime minister who has credibility and the legitimacy of the Canadian voters. Justin Trudeau has neither of those.
I couldn't also help but laugh thinking about all of those Liberals who are crying of a Trump victory, who are going to move to Canada, who are so upset about, the United States being run by Donald Trump again. They're going to move to Canada. They get up to Canada and they find out maybe it'll become the 51st state of the United States. I think that would be poetic justice somehow. I don't know.
Well, just don't keep recommending that your folks, your liberal folks in Canada in the U.S. should be coming to Canada because we don't want any more.
I know we talked about that yesterday on the show, and I said I don't want my Canadian friends to get upset. Like the reverse immigration problem. He's sending all of our liberals to Canada. You guys have enough of them up there right now, and you guys are fighting back in a way that you can. David, great to see you. It's going to be fascinating to watch Justin Trudeau, come back to Canada whenever he finds time to get back there and how he deals with this. But it was fun to watch the emasculation of Justin Trudeau once again. Every time I see him with these world leaders, whether it's Giorgia Meloni in Italy or Xi Jinping, it doesn't really matter. But there's always like a lot of emasculation going on with Justin Trudeau, and it's always fun to watch. David, great to see you. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much, Clayton. And I'll tell you one thing about Justin Trudeau. Wherever he goes on the international scene, he not only embarrasses himself, he embarrasses an entire country. So he's done it again.
Well, hopefully not for very much longer up there in Canada. Great to see you, David. Thanks.